Welcome to Thinking Beyond Numbers. My name is Rich Bate, and today I would like to talk to you about how financial advisors are compensated. So financial advisor fees are controversial. The main reason that these fees are controversial is because a lot of the times you don't know how much you're paying your financial advisor. The Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, has recently introduced regulation that's going to require financial advisors to disclose how much they're being paid. Now, why is this important? First off, it's supposed to be something they're supposed to give to you right away up front. Second off, it's supposed to be in plain English, which is fantastic because if you're going to be paying an advisor, you should know exactly how much they're going to be charging you. And the SEC is going to make that a little bit more transparent. We'll see if advisors, broker-dealers, or some sort of advisory firms are able to hide that in disclosure in small print. Another thing that's happening is the CFP board is no longer going to have compensation as a search requirement on their platform to find CFPs, which is at letsmakeaplan.org. And that's because the CFP board, the Certified Financial Planners Board, is compensation neutral. They're really all about financial planning, as they should be. As a result of the CFP search engine not disclosing compensation, there's other associations within the financial planning industry that are kind of speaking out a little bit against that. One of them is the National Association of Personal Financial Advisors, better known as NAPFA. Now, full disclosure, I was a national board member on NAPFA for 3 years. My term ended in 2019. But NAPFA is all about fee disclosure. In fact, their big thing is you have to be fee only to be a NAPFA member. And as a fee only person, your fees are fully disclosed to the person right off the get-go. You can find a NAPFA advisor at napfa.org. And that's important because like I said, you want to know how much you're paying your advisor. And those fees, when there's a commission attached to it, which pays maybe 7 to 10, or I've even seen 15% commissions, it's there's a little bit more conflicts of interest when it comes to that. So if somebody has let's just say you have $1 million in your IRA account or your 401k, and they're like, hey, we should really get this, I'm thinking of a product that has a lot of commission attached to it, so maybe an annuity. An annuity person can say, hey, I think you should buy this annuity, and they would be paid 7.5% commission, or heaven forbid, maybe even 10 or 15%, but let's just use a small one at 7.5. That means that it took you maybe 20 years to save $1 million in your 401k, or maybe longer, and they're going to make $75,000 off of that with one transaction, and they never have to service you again. So that's a kind of a conflict. And as a result, if it's not very well disclosed, you might be a little bit concerned. So that's one reason that the NAPFA has searching for financial advisors that are all fee only, and you can look to see whether you're getting one that's hourly or AUM. So NAPFA's kind of put their foot in the drew their line in the sand and said, we think that fees are important. The CFP board is kind of compensation neutral because they have people on all sides of the table. They just want to make sure that people are competent with financial planning. And the SEC is now requiring people that are regulated through them to disclose compensation through these forms that they're going to be requiring. So how can you protect yourself if say you find somebody at the CFP website, you do is you want to ask them about their compensation if you haven't got that already. Another thing you could do is you could just search at napfa.org to find one, because all NAPFA members are CFPs and their fees are all fully disclosed. But if you don't have a NAPFA member in your area, you can go to the CFP board or letsmakeaplan.org and then ask them what their compensation is. That's the first thing I would do. Is I would say, how much money are you going to make off of my money? And I get that in writing, and I'd make sure it's very simple and that you completely understand it. Is that an annual fee, or is that a one-time fee? How does that work? And then the other thing you can do is you can say, well, what exactly do I get for that service? So ask them, what exactly they're going to give you. Is it going to be a one-time transaction where I just sell you this product and we're good? Or am I going to come back and ask you about the product and make sure it's allocated correctly? Or possibly are you gonna continue to update my financial plan every year? Are you going to maybe do my taxes or other types of things, rebalance my portfolio against my plan? These are the sort of questions you should ask. Get whatever it is that you're looking for in a financial advisor. Get their fees up front. Make sure they're completely transparent and that you understand them. Ask them what services they're going to do to match those fees. Until next time, my name is Rich Fate, and I am financial. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can check out thinkingbeyondnumbers.com is my blog. It's where I have a lot of free services. You can subscribe on my YouTube channel, or just go to thinkingbeyondnumbers.com.